Good morning, welcome to Cowes. It's a beautiful sunny day, Costa del Solent. That's the good news. The bad news is that the wind is pretty light behind my back. So let's first start the day for the Musto morning briefing with Fiona Campbell and the weather.
Good morning. Yes, we've got a light and very fragile northerly that's going to disappear this morning, leaving us with pretty light wind Solent for most of the morning. All eyes to the west, looking for that southwesterly to gradually build. The question, as always, is at what time. It's been pretty cloudy, pretty wet for the last few days over the mainland, so it's actually quite cold there. It's going to take a while for this lovely sunshine to heat things up. But we're pretty confident for southwesterly this afternoon. As always, it's just in the timing.
Thanks, Fiona. So we are going to postpone. We did think about doing it last night, just to give you all an early heads up. But in the end, we decided that we would keep our options open for this morning. So postponement is coming, and we will then make some changes to the start sequence. So all of the white group boats are going to start here on the squadron line. No engines, make it easy for them to get there. The bigger black group boats who are on committee will be on committee boat 1. They will go west down towards Bewley, hopefully into the early sea breeze. They will race there, start and finish on that same committee boat. So for the first time in a couple of years, we're not going to try and get you back to Cowes. We're just going to have a race from a committee boat for the bigger black group boats that then finishes on the same committee boat in the west. The boats IRC Class 6 through to Club Cruiser, which are currently on the schedule to start here at the squadron, will be picked up out of that schedule and moved to committee boat 3, which will be just over on the edge of the bank. We'll get it as far west as we can into the sea breeze, but just in terms of separation and congestion, we've got to move you away a little bit. So that's where committee boat 3 will be. We're going for a AP over AP, so we're not going for a 2-hour fixed postponement on the basis that we want flexibility. If we were doing Olympic racing, if we were doing, and we'll get to the Olympics and the great results from Tokyo in a minute with our Musto guest of the day, if we were doing Olympic course racing, we probably would delay for longer. But if we can get the J70s and the SB20s away early in a sailable breeze, we will. We won't do it if it's totally Mickey Mouse, but if the wind is reasonably stable and we can get the 70s away, we will. So stand by, coffee, but fingers crossed, southwesterly, get some racing in later in the day. There is a note in the app message we're just about to send out, reminding you about the sailing instruction that allows for the extension of the time limit by 1 hour from 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock for boats to finish if the first boat in that class finishes in the hour between 5 p.m. and 6 p.m. I'm sure me talking about it sounds complicated. It is in the sailing instructions, but there is a potential for an hour extension for your class time limit depending on when your first boat finishes. So just have a read up of that. Right, that's enough of all that race office stuff. Hannah Diamond, Musto guest of the day, welcome.
Thank you.
I'm glad you brought the sunshine with you. So you know quite a lot of the Olympic team. Good scores overnight from Tokyo.
Yeah, it's been quite an early start getting up to watch the medal races this morning at 4:30, and it's amazing to see 2 gold medals and a silver medal this morning. So amazing day, and hopefully we'll get some great racing here.
Yeah, indeed. And you're racing fast 40s.
Yeah, that's right. I'm on red shift this week. We're preparing for the Fastnet as well, so really busy couple of weeks coming up, and it'll be great to get out in some hopefully classic Cowes conditions today. Yeah,
we do need some classic Cowes conditions. We've had 3 good races. How's it been on red shift?
It's good. It's been really tough because we've really moded the boat for offshore. So kind of short tacking against the inshore optimised boats, pretty difficult against the shorelines. But hopefully today, a bit more breeze, maybe a bit more of an open course in the Western Solent. Hopefully we can stretch our legs a little bit more. Have a great day.
So what have you done to the boat in those 2 modes?
So we've got water ballast now, which has been new this season, which means that it takes us a little bit longer to prepare for attack. So when we're trying to match our closest competition, we just have a little bit of a delay. So making tactical decisions based on that has become a bit more complicated. But then it does mean that we can lose the water ballast downwind, and we've got a speed advantage there. So sort of pros and cons, just been a bit tricky with the long upwinds.
Right.
But we do see an advantage downwind, so overall it's good.
And have you found the courses generally this week?
Yeah, really good. The long upwind, downwind yesterday was actually really nice to have a few tacking up against the shore at Stokes Bay was really nice, and then the longer downwind gives the chance for the fleet to kind of show some strategical differences. And in the fast 40s it's always great racing. So really happy to be here and racing.
Good, good. Thank you very much. Yeah, yesterday I heard from a Victory sailor that they went as far west as they had ever been in a Cows Week race. And that class has been racing at Cows for multiple number of years, and it's good to hear that you were up in Stokes Bay as far east as we could reasonably send you yesterday. So good racing. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
So I hope you have a nice day on the Solent today. Let's hope we get some racing in. We will try our very best to get some good quality racing in. Fingers crossed for the breeze. Thanks for joining us at the Musto Morning Briefing.